Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a little different video again today. I'm going to make another video about my Kia K5 GT line. I wanted to show you guys a little bit more about the cold air intake that I put on this car. I showed that in my original mod video, and I had a few people comment on it. One person asked, hey, could you make another video so we can hear how this cold air intake sounds on your car? This is a cold air intake from Burger Motorsports. It's one of the more affordable ones because you don't have to use, you do use, I should say, the piping that comes with your car. You don't actually have to install a whole kit. It's basically the filter and heat shield. So let me flip the camera around here and I'll show you guys the kit in case you hadn't seen it. And then we'll start the car up so you guys can hear it. So let me just flip the camera around here. All right, guys, I got the camera switched around here, and as you guys can see, here is the cold air intake. It's just this filter and this heat shield right here. Now, as you saw, I have my external mic attached to my shirt. I'll take that off and hold it a little closer when we start the car so you guys can hear it at idling. And then we'll take it out on the highway, put it in sport mode, and stop it and let you guys hear from inside the cabin of the car what it sounds like. Obviously, I can't do a comparison. I don't have footage from whenever, before I put this kit in, which I did right after I got the car. But you can listen to it if you have this car and maybe decide whether you like the difference in sound, because there is a bit of a difference in sound. Now, the filter, as you may saw in the thumbnail, was much brighter blue when I first got it a few months ago. It will fade some just from probably just the air coming in, because of course there's no sunlight in here to expose or to lighten up the blue. But it just from the wear and tear every day driving, and I have a little under 2,000 miles on the car now. The filter has faded a little bit, but it looks fine. Everything looks good. So you got the heat shield here to keep heat from getting in as much into the filter. You don't want to draw hot air into a cold air intake, or that sort of defeats the purpose of what it is. And just a filter which attaches on right here. So when you remove the stock intake box, you're going to take all that out. And it takes a little bit of time, but it's not difficult. And then you just are going to attach this along with the hose clamp that they give you straight onto the stock intake pipe here. And then of course the heat shield goes in first. They give you some screws that you need to put on right here to attach it to it. And then I went ahead and attached the intake here that goes into the original stock intake box. It just stops right here, and that allows some cool air to come in underneath the hood. Otherwise you're going to be taking in more hot air even with the heat shield, because you're only going to be able to circulate air within the engine bay, and you don't want to do that. So you definitely want to make sure you apply this piece, and it just pops off. It doesn't even screw into place. It just snaps into place. Make sure you put that on, otherwise you're going to be taking a lot more hot air. So let's go and fire up the car, and then let you guys listen to it while it's idling. And I'll hold the mic a little closer, so let me go start the car. Let's go ahead and start it up. All right. Now, idling, it may not be super noticeable. So that is obviously just idling. Let me take the mic off my shirt. You guys can see it here. Go a little closer. So that's just idling. I don't think you're going to notice much of a difference idling. Let me sit in the car and just rev it here just a little bit while we're not moving, and I'll put the mic up here. Just give it some gas. You can kind of hear it doing that, and the turbo whine a little bit. But yeah, you can hear it a little bit there. So that's just idling. Let's go ahead and get it out on the highway. All right, guys, hopefully you can see here I got it in sport mode. Hopefully that shows up here. And let's go ahead and just get out here on the road and stop it. I'm just holding my action camera. Okay. So of course we get a lot of turbo noise there, and the turbo is winding up and hitting a higher RPM. But hopefully you could hear some difference there with the cold air intake. It's just allowing a little better airflow for one. So it always makes the car sound a little bit, throatier. I don't know exactly how to say it. But you could possibly get a little more horsepower. They're going to advertise a few horsepower, 5 maybe. I don't know if you get it much. You might get a couple. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys here. Just to let you guys see about this, a little bit more information on the cold air intake, and most importantly, so I covered most of that in the original mod video of what I showed you guys. This is just focusing on the cold air intake, and then of course letting you guys hear the actual sound. So everything turned off and everything, so hopefully you guys can hear that okay. And I got my external mic on my shirt. So all right guys, that wraps up this quick video on the Burger Motorsports, if I can spit it out, cold air intake for the Kia K5, and pretty much any of the 1.6 liter turbo motors. I think they use it in a Forte. It works on all of the 1.6 liters. It is not just specific to the GT line. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'm doing some K5 videos if you're only interested in that. You're not interested in remote control stuff, which is the main focus of my channel. Just go ahead and subscribe, and just keep notifications on, and you can see when a video pops up. And if it's a car, RC car, and you don't care about that, then just ignore it, and then you'll be notified when you see a video pop up that is for the K5, and then you can go ahead and tune into that. All right guys, appreciate everybody watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next video.